Good morning. I guess I don't do a lot of Facebook Lives in the evening because I wouldn't actually like. No, that's not true. But I love to say good morning, as everybody knows. So I am checking in to welcome us all to Friday. Some of us are like, what day is it? And yeah, and you know what? That's all good. Like I was saying yesterday, I don't know what day it is, and that's okay. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can check out my Facebook Live video from yesterday about all the highs and lows and we don't know and all the things. So yesterday I was laying in bed, which is where I get all my usually my downloads. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a master life coach, but I'm also this intuitive person that just channels all sorts of things. And anyway, I came up with this idea. It's based on some things other people are doing. Um, but it just felt like something I might want to do today. So I'm going to share it with you. If you are here live, good morning. If you're catching this on the replay or later over the weekend, drop me a little emoji or say hi or send me a message. Okay, so I have no idea if this is a thing, a burn list, but this is what I'm calling it. So I am Staceyfying this idea. So I'm seeing a lot of coaches and other people that I follow talking about the pressure and the feelings of like, again, how we are supposed to be acting. You should take a shower. You should follow your regular routine. You should, you know what I'm talking about. And so here's what I think would be a really kind of cool experiment. And do it if it resonates. And of course, I'm not telling anybody what to do. Um, I want to write down on a piece of paper, maybe it might be a couple pieces of paper, everything, right? Maybe the shoulds, I should be doing this, or why am I not doing that? Or I feel guilty about this, or I'm angry about blah, 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 blah. I'm scared about blah, 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 blah. All the things. I mean, get it out uncensored. Just let yourself have an outlet where you can release it from, swirling around in your body and your head and your spirit. Just write and write and write and write. You can bullet, you can list, you can draw, you can do whatever would feel good, but anything that's bothering you right now or bothered you this week, if you got into an argument, if you're frustrated because you're the family chef and the family cruise director and the family you're doing all the laundry and you're doing all the this and you're trying to figure out, do I go to the store? Do I order? How do I take care of my loved ones that might not be here? How do I stay connected? All of these things I feel, and you tell me how you feel, I feel a little soul weary this week today. And soul weary just with all of it, the highs, the lows, the this, the that. And so if you're feeling soul weary, I sit here right now feeling and honoring that with you. Can't make it go away. I wish. I need to pull my little wand out. Yeah, Bridget, yeah, right? Soul weary. Um, and see what magical powers I can conjure up. Here's what I do know, and again, this is just for me, meditation, being in my body. So whether maybe you're taking some virtual classes, there's all sorts of choices out there. You're doing some yoga stretches or poses, you're taking a walk, you're just sitting outside. Those things I have found to help replenish and nurture, nourish, whatever verb you want to choose, that soul weariness. But I think there's so many layers, right? There's the practical layers of groceries and cooking and laundry and homeschooling. And, it was funny. I was talking to one of my family members who's not in this state. And they were doing the homeschooling themselves. They're both professors, so they're very well trained in education. So they had a whole system going. Well, now the school system is doing long distance learning, and they're sending the PDF. Now, 6-year-old cannot open a PDF. She doesn't even know what a PDF is, right? So you've got to download the PDF, you've got to print it out, then they have to write in it, then the parent has to take a picture or somehow get that completed and get that back up into the computer and back all those things. Like, again, there's just one thing. And then it's all the other routines and schedules. That's what I'm saying. Like, permission, if you're not doing a shower or your hair or whatever, and you're reading an article that says, take a shower and do your hair every day, it's like, maybe, maybe not. It's okay to let all of whatever the expertise, the rules, just let it go. And if there's something somebody says that feels good for you, try it out, practice it. Maybe it's good for today, maybe tomorrow, not so much. But allowing ourselves that space to feel the weariness, the space to just release some of that. So that's what we're going to do in meditation at 10 o'clock this morning. I did it last Friday. I did an absolute specific meditation on how do you let the week go and just kind of reset. And that burn list, this idea of writing everything out, maybe you write a list of everything I'm afraid of. I've done that. And then you freaking burn it, or you shred it, or you just, whatever. You just, again, some act of releasing it. It doesn't mean we won't feel it again. It doesn't mean we don't have that, but there's a beautiful act and energy connected to an act when we do that, that I don't know, anytime I burn something, which a lot of you know, my husband is not into me burning things. I have also cracked a coconut before. Now that might be a little bit harder to arrange in these days and times, but some spiritual person recommended it one time and I loved it. It was while I was going through my divorce. I channeled all my frustration and anger and sadness and disappointment. I mean, if any of you have been through a divorce, you know what I'm talking about. I channeled it all into that coconut. I mean, really just put it in, put it in, put it in until there was nothing left. And then I smashed the shit out of that coconut. My neighbors, I think to this day, aren't quite sure who that person is living across the street from them. You can't eat the coconut because, again, you're putting all that unpleasant energy in there to release it. But some beautiful act. Maybe you go down, you have a river or stream near you, and you throw some rocks into the water and you just allow yourself to put it in the rock, put it out there. So a burn list or some other physical way, you can get it out and you can let it go. You know, I've talked about this before. 2 years ago, I was really angry. I was processing some things, and another coach said, Stacey, have you ever tried anger? I don't know what she called it. There was a name, I think. But basically, it's like yelling every once in a while. So again, I don't freak the neighbors out. I might yell in a pillow or go in the basement where I think my sound is a little bit more insulated. Just let out a nice primal scream. And that helps me just, again, drain it. Sometimes it's a workout where I'm really sweating. And again, you're out of your mind more and into your body. These are just some ideas for today. If you are feeling, and let me look and see if there's any other comments. If you're feeling any of that, here's some ideas for you. Because again, I love meditation. It's that beautiful, peaceful, quiet stillness. Typically, I mean, we might meet ourselves there and we're not feeling that way. But sometimes I need a little bit more violent action, and I mean that in the lovingest sense of the word. Coconuts, burn list, rocks in a stream, some act where I can say how I'm feeling, acknowledge it, not judge myself. This is where I think we've been getting really hung up, is the judging of ourselves. So not judging ourselves, just saying, of course I feel that way. Of course I love you, Stace. Anything you feel, anything that's going on for you right now, I am holding space. I'm not going to judge you. You can say the most uncensored thing with me, Stacey to Stacey, and and I'm just going to, again, allow whatever comes forward, write it out, throw it through a rock, take a coconut. If you have one. I don't know. These are ideas. So tell me what is helpful or not. The other thing, and I don't know again what you think about this, but I've been thinking about doing maybe like on Fridays, a Friday, just a little Friday group where we get together, and there'll be some structure to it. It won't be on Facebook Live. It would be on my private Zoom account, and I might even do it like as a drop-in. Um, if people wanted to do that. So I'm thinking about what that might look like. If you have any ideas or you're interested, let me know. I will start to put some form around that, because that was also in, as I was laying in the middle of the, or laying down in the at night, these are all my ideas that start to come to me in terms of how can I be in service? What kind of topics do I need? Do I feel or intuitively have hunches other people need? And again, my hunches could be 100% incorrect. So I always rely on you to tell me what you're thinking and what you're feeling and all the messages. So yeah, tell me all the things. Send me a private message, put a comment here. Tell me what you think about my coconut burn listing, rock throwing. My balm for the soul weariness of this Friday. So, yeah, I don't think I'm the only one, but if I am, that's okay, because my truth right now is it's been a really long week. So, I'm going to jump off. If you want to join for meditation, that's in my private Zoom. So if you don't know what those details are, you can always message me. I've had to lock my Zoom down because there is some wickedness out in the world where people are hacking and doing very, very unkind things to Zoom meetings. So that's not going to stop me from spreading love. I'm just going to be hopefully able to be smart enough to create just a couple little structures in place so we, again, keep out that in a way that expanding love through the burn list, through all the things. That's another side of love, equally as the part that is a little bit, I don't know, the hug or the other thing that might feel a little bit more, I don't know, soft. Is that the right word? I don't know. You can tell me what you think. All right. Oh, Diane, I don't know if you're still on, but hello, my beautiful friend. I'm sending you Friday love. I hope you watch this whole thing, because I think you would absolutely love what I've got going on this morning with the burn idea. So you tell me what you think if you can't watch right now, but later if you join and catch up. So it's a very simple concept. All right, beautifuls. If you can, join me for meditation. If you can, I totally get that. Send me a message, check things out. I think I said yesterday I was gonna pull cards either yesterday or today, and obviously I didn't do that yesterday. So just depending on my own energy, I have a couple of things going on in the morning. I will post that out, and love is everywhere later. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're doing all the most amazing things by just being you. Forget, that's the F word I'm going to use here, but I might even be thinking of the other F word. Forget all the rules and the shoulds, and this is how it has to be. We're in the middle of an uncharted, unprecedented time. So be gentle and compassionate for yourself first and foremost always, and say, you know what, I do like a little laughter. I always laugh at myself when I'm doing something. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's my way of bringing compassion and acceptance to me in every moment. So I send that out all to all of you today and for the weekend. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon.